We give you a news headline, and you will guess the missing word or phrase. When you know the answer, just blurt it out, and if correct, keep track of your winning points in your head, with a pen, or with a counter. Donald Trump's baseless blank claim opens cracks in Republican ranks. The answer is vote fraud. The Republican strategist Karl Rove, stealing hundreds of thousands of votes would require a conspiracy on the scale of a James Bond movie. That isn't going to happen. It sure sounds like Trump may blank himself in the Oval Office and refuse to come out if Biden wins. The answer is barricade. He's decided he'll keep fighting this thing well beyond the point that it's hugely embarrassing to do so, and even after that fails, refuse to acknowledge that he lost and that Joe Biden is going to be president. Lincoln Project founder says Fox News blank is frontrunner for 2024 GOP nomination. The answer is Tucker Carlson. Look, we have almost 48% of this country that's voted for a statist, authoritarian movement with fascistic markers that's hostile to American democracy, to the rule of law, that venerates an individual, that's a cult of personality, Schmidt said. I think that Tucker Carlson is the frontrunner for the Republican nomination in 2024. Two armed Virginia men who were arrested Thursday outside the Philadelphia Convention Center were coming to deliver a truck full of blank to the city, CNN affiliate KYW reported, citing prosecutors. The answer is fake ballots. The center is one of the places where election workers have been counting votes from the 2020 general election, which includes the race for president. Trump fundraising push for blank challenges also pays down campaign debt. The answer is legal. The Trump campaign is requesting donations for an election legal defense fund, but according to the fine print, at least half of any contribution will go toward paying down debt from the president's re-election campaign. Approximately 40,000 blank ballots were delivered by the United States Postal Service on Thursday as it continued court-ordered sweeps of postal centers across the country. The answer is mail-in. The Postal Service reported early Friday that it found 1,076 ballots at its Philadelphia Processing and Distribution Center, about 300 at a Pittsburgh processing center and more at other centers across the state. Blank tweeted out a phone number that was supposedly a place to report voting irregularities, but all callers got was just some of the president's old campaign speeches about Hillary Clinton's email scandal. The answer is Eric Trump. Tell us what you are seeing. The image, retweeted by Donald Trump Jr., implores with a phone number and web address to report fraud, which has yet to be factually proven. But when the number is dialed, no one answers. Instead, a loop of Trump's campaign speeches is played over and over again, and many of them appear to be from 2016. It's all over, but the blank for President Trump, Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor says. The answer is crying. As of Friday evening, the Trump campaign had 5 legal claims being litigated in state and federal courts in the Keystone State. Several of the challenges revolve around mail-in and provisional ballots. Nevada Attorney General says Trump campaign's voting fraud complaint is blank. The answer is garbage. Nevada joined a list of battleground states under legal attack when Mr. Trump's surrogates and state Republicans announced they plan to sue. Other legal challenges have been presented in Pennsylvania, Michigan and Georgia. Alabama police captain put on leave after threatening to shoot Biden. Blank. The answer is supporters. Scott Walden, a police captain in the town of Flomaton, Alabama, has been placed on administrative leave and is under investigation after making an inflammatory social media post. Russian MPs introduce bill to give Putin lifetime blank from prosecution. The answer is immunity. Current laws protect the sitting president from liability for crimes committed during their terms, but a parliamentary group proposed to extend these immunities beyond the president's term, the Moscow Times reported. French authorities charge 7 with selling fake COVID-19 blank at airport. The answer is test results. The arrest stemmed from an investigation after authorities discovered a passenger on a September flight to Addis Ababa with a fake document claiming negative COVID-19 test results. An avalanche of rules buried blank Group's $39.5 billion United States dollars stock sale and looks set to reshape China's fintech landscape. The answer is Ant. Ant Group will need months at least to assess the fallout from the regulatory shift, make the business compliant with new rules and update potential investors. Elon Musk's $250 Tesla blank started as an April Fool's joke, now it's sold out. The answer is tequila. Tesla's website describes the tequila as an exclusive, small-batch premium 100% agave tequila AAO made from sustainably sourced highland and lowland agaves. Blank. Delivery companies' sales soar during election. The answer is alcohol. Alcohol sales for delivery company Drizzly skyrocketed Tuesday as many Americans anticipated the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. People are staying outside and making s'mores. That's great news for blank chocolate sales. The answer is Hershey. There's a correlation between high COVID-19 cases and chocolate sales, according to Hershey. So the candy seller quickly figured out a way to sell more chocolate during the pandemic. Today, show stars rally around blank following cancer diagnosis. The answer is Al Roker. Co-anchor Savannah Guthrie took to social media to send Roker well wishes, sharing a behind-the-scenes snap of them together alongside her heartfelt caption. Blank contestant makes tear-jerking revelation to Alex Trebek. Viewers react with joy. The answer is Jeopardy. You know, here's a true story, man. I grew up, I learned English because of you, Thacker told Trebek. And so, my grandfather, who raised me, I'm gonna get tears right now. I used to sit on his lap and watch you every day, so it's a pretty special moment for me, man. Young Sheldon reveals the name of Sheldon and Amy's blank, and it's super sweet. The answer is son. Young Sheldon often references characters from The Big Bang Theory. But in the Season 4 premiere, Mayim Bialik joined Jim Parsons as the voice of adult Amy. And together, they revealed the name of Sheldon and Amy's future son. You might see a fireball in the sky this week thanks to the torrid blank. The answer is meteor showers. Between a ring of fire, solar eclipse, a surprise comet, and a rare blue moon, this year has been full of incredible celestial events. This week, you'll have another reason to look up at the sky because the torrid meteor showers could bring fireballs, which is an astronomical term for really bright meteors.